Yo, what up? Hey, look who's here on time.
On time.
He's on time. He was actually a few minutes early. Then we were just talking about some shit, and we made ourselves a minute late. Oops.
Oopsie. I did it again.
Yo. So we're back after a week being gone. I was out in Florida. If you were paying attention, I was dropping some photo drops from HHN. So you got to see behind the scenes because we did that unmasking tour, which was great. We did that Friday. We did the RIP tour. And you know what? You know what's funny with the guide?
Yeah.
She goes, wave at all the peasants.
Mm-hmm.
The guide says that. So as we're walking by the line, we're waving. And people are like, you know, they're like... So we had two awesome tour guides. What I'll do is I'll break down when we get to that point. I'll tell you all about my haunt rankings, what I thought about the houses, what I thought about the tours. You know, what were the hits, the misses, the whatever. We'll go through that. So that's going to be a big part of the show. We'll keep that to the end. But we got stuff about Lake Compounce, Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, Disney with the D23. Lots of expansion. Did you see the stuff going on? Some people may or may not be happy about some of it, but I am a firm believer that you need
expansion.
Well, not only expansion, but change. Change is the main thing. Change for me. Like, I get it. Like, there's a lot of things that are classic that hold something special to all of us. You know, like Splash Mountain. People are all upset it's turned to Princess and the Frog. People, you know, you got your diehards. And for me, I'm okay with it changing. You know what I mean? Whether you agree with what it is and what it isn't, whether you agree with the racist terms that they feel is for, what do you call it? Splash Mountain or not. I like Princess and the Frog. I love the whole voodoo element and the story. It's a really cool story. And so, you know, stuff, you know, there's a lot going on. And we're going to go over all, you know, they got stuff for Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Animal Kingdom. I didn't hear anything about Disney Hollywood Studio. Let me check that real quick because I do not remember at all when I was going through this reading about Hollywood Studio, but I have the email, so I can find that real quick. No, that's not it. Let me look up. Hang on again. Hang on. All right. This is. I'm gonna do it. Let's see. Isn't there? Oh, we got that. Epcot. I'm trying to see if there was anything for Hollywood Studios, but it doesn't look it. It doesn't look that way. But that's all right. Oh, you're working at the grocery store? That's cool. Do you stock? Are you a bagger? A cashier? Do you cut meats? Do you play with the meats? I'm just
Arby's has the meats.
I don't think anybody could ever get me to go to Arby's again. We're also going to go over the Golden Ticket Award winners, and we got the thing about Dollywood Lightning Rod closing. Kennywood's closing the racer this weekend for more restoration. So there's a lot. I mean, we missed the whole week. We're in the week 2. We missed quite a bit in terms of all the stuff going on because I was gone for a week. So, yeah, there's that.
Hey, you needed a vacation.
I did. I really did. With all the baloney with neighbors and just life and...
You were at that point. You needed it.
I need a vacation or I was probably going to beat the shit out of neighbors.
Yeah.
And then an idiot neighbor yesterday decided to bring it to me, but we bullied him back to his house. You don't mess with the doctor.
Nope.
The doctor will bully your ass back to your house, threaten to kill you multiple times. Matter of fact, I told that dude when he walked away, I said, I hope you die so I can piss on your dead body.
Oh, you can piss and shit on his ass. Who cares?
Well, the other thing, too, he wanted to make amends, but on the terms of following their rules.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we're all concerned about safety. And then I knew what he was talking about. And I said, stop there. I said, ain't nobody speeding. I said, you're full of shit. I said, we've tested it. The most we've come down the hill, 24 miles an hour.
Mm-hmm.
But I said, the way it looked, I told him. And then I also told him, I said, this is not an HOA. We're not following your rules. I don't care. And he's like, oh, really? And I'm like, yeah. I said, I'll run you the fuck over. You and everybody on the street. I'm like, I don't care.
Screw them.
Yep, gonna run them over. I don't care about these people. I hope they, honestly, I know this is like a negative thing. I wish everybody on the street except for my house would fucking die.
Mm-hmm.
I even told the guy, I said, even if anybody's house is in the street catches fire, I said, I ain't calling the fire department. I'm roasting marshmallows on your house and watch you all die.
Hey, we'll have good s'mores.
Yeah, like, I'm like, that's how bad this neighborhood is. I'm going to put privacy trees up, too. I'm going to block everybody's viewing in my backyard. Everybody is getting blocked. I don't want to hear nothing from nobody. And then I can strut around naked like a peacock in my backyard, and nobody can see or say a damn thing. That's just the way I feel about it. It's weird. It shows nobody's watching. Is anybody watching out there? I can't tell. This program's running finicky today. It's like I was seeing people, no people. Like it does that. I think it's my internet connection. I think I need a
upgrade,
a new thingy. I'm just saying, nobody on there.
They'll see it after.
Yeah, that's all right. If nobody's watching it now, they can watch it later. That's all. All right, so let's kick off with lake compounds. Let's get this bad boy out of the way. Oh yeah, see, they just come and go. I don't get it. How the people who are watching, it's crazy. But anyway, so we're gonna kick things off. Lake compounds. They came out with the official announcement of what was really going on with Wildcat. So they're doing a restoration. GCI is doing it. And look, a lot of people with hashtagging "Thou shall not steal" STEEL. People didn't want a RMC to Wildcat. Now,
Wildcat needs it.
There's two options that they could go with. I mean, they're going with this. I am not a firm believer that, and it's nothing against GCI at all. It's just because the ride, I know what was going on with the ride, and I know why certain things hurt more than others. So when they built that coaster way back in the day, whenever that was built, early 1900s, things weren't, when they made roller coasters and stuff, they weren't really banking the turns. So they're hard turns. So that's part of the problem.
Yeah.
That's not the all problem. That's part of the problem.
That's part of the problem. And also, don't forget, at that time, they weren't even leveling the ground right.
Oh, no, they were just sticking things in the ground, doing whatever, and things weren't exact. You're right. The engineering has changed since back, you know what I mean? It evolved. So, with that being said, the money that they spent, and Jerry Brick told me this before he left, they had already spent enough money. They could have put a brand new wood coaster, same size. They could have already, and that's what they spent on retracking and all that. Yeah. So this is my, if they're just going straight wood and they're not doing their RMC version of track, the steel top of track, I feel once it starts going downhill even more, it's gone.
Yeah.
Because I know for a fact that had the ACE plaque, that was a special designation, and I'm sure it's probably going to lose it. Because it has that, it's not the typical one that they give a plaque for. It's one for, because it had that belt driven, and that's gone. And it keeps changing. The trains aren't the same anymore. There's a lot of changes going on. So I think it's going to lose its designation, which really doesn't matter. Those plaques are
worth shit.
They're as useful as actually toilet paper has more of a better use than that. But whatever. So yeah, I think they should have just ripped it down, and I get it. I know people are going to come at me with pitchforks and torches. And again, let me reiterate this. This has nothing to do with GCI. It's just the coaster itself and what it's gone through and what it's going to take. I don't know if it's worth saving it. I think Wildcat should have been torn down. But we'll see. Maybe GCI will pull a Hail Mary out of their ass and they'll be able to do it. It's possible. I don't think it is, but it is possible. Never say never, because remember before Wicked Cyclone came into the picture, I was one going, they ain't gonna do that. The coast is too small. Why would they bother on a little tiny ride? I was wrong, and I admitted I was wrong when I found out. I was like, I am wrong. So when I'm wrong, I will admit it. And this one, I don't know. It could go either way, but I'm thinking it's a waste of time and money.
If they were smart, they just tear it down and put a new the new RMC Wild Moose in that spot. That would be great
for there. Or even if you wanted to maintain and having another wood coaster, you could still use that same plot of land and just put a new one in.
Yeah.
And that's a good piece of property that you could make. You could even make it go where it could kind of hop over. It might be able to hop over around, across from it and come back. It might be a little difficult because of the queue with Boulder Dash, but it could be done. I don't know. There's a lot of things that could be done.
You can definitely make it even when it hops over. You can even make it interact with Boulder Dash.
You could. You definitely could.
That would make it a different element for it. Yeah.
I mean, we'll see what happens when they reopen it. I'm not having any high hopes for it, but I'll give it a try when they give it the love. I'll definitely give Wildcat a try, and then I'll let people know what I think of it as, because up until they closed it, it was terrible. Like, there was like a little bit, like, it wasn't as bad, but it was still terrible. So I'm not into riding and getting hurt on this. Whoa, that lady was extra excited to talk to you.
Yeah, she can go to hell.
Go to hell, go to hell, ring the bell, and go to hell. Ring the bell, ring the bell. All right, so Busch Gardens, Williamsburg, Virginia. So they've officially come out and announced about Loch Ness. That was a rumor before. So it's set to undergo a full restoration next year. Busch Gardens announced. It opened in 1978, a registered landmark with you-know-who. Will be updated with an all-new thematic experimental elements, the announcement said. The iconic green and yellow coaster located in the theme park Scotland area is billed as the world's first interlocking loop coaster. They made the announcement on the website in an email to past members, but rumors of Loch Ness renovation have been circulating on social media for the past month. Busch Gardens Williamsburg deserves a ton of praise for undertaking this complex, costly project. The Facebook page BGWF fans said, "We're thrilled to see this park investing so heavily in preserving irreplaceable and historic gems like Nessie." I like Nessie. Have you ever ridden it?
No.
Have you ever been to this park?
Yes.
Okay.
Last time I was there, I was young.
Well, when I went, Big Bad Wolf was already closed. The Nessie was not interlocking loops at the same time. Mm-hmm. It happened like once this year and once last year, like by accident. It wasn't.
Yeah.
Because the way to make that work is you need 3 trains running. They usually only run 2. So to make it work, it's got to run 3. So you got 1 loading and 2 out and about.
Yeah.
So I'm intrigued to see what they do with this, like, because there are some sections that are a little painful, and hopefully that they get the new vest restraints
down, making it a lot
better. Yeah, if they can get the vest restraints, that'll take a lot of because you're banging your head around.
Yeah, it's too much banging and too much shit that's going on. So
yeah, well, hopefully for the parks that want to save certain rides, they go with the new, even like the minor raises. Get rid of those restraints.
Switch over to the new restraint system, and it's a lot better.
Yeah, no, 100% agree with you, because it'll make it safer. Number 1, 2, less injury of headaches and concussions, because people get headaches and concussions.
And it makes it more comfortable for the rider actually riding around, and gives a better actual feel.
Yeah, nope, you are right.
Even though it's a nut buster, but.
Oh yeah. All right, we'll save the Disney stuff to before HHN. But so we'll do these 2, then we'll do golden tickets.
Uh-huh.
All right, so Dollywood lightning rods closing for October 30th for version 3.0. So instead of having to launch, the launch is going bye-bye, and they're getting a high-speed lift hill.
Which is actually better because, like, the park personnel that was talking yesterday in the video that they posted, it makes sense for them to do that because it's not reliable. They kept getting complaints after complaints that it's always closed. Everybody wanted to go ride it, and nobody, it was always closed. Whether it was in version 1.0, version 2.0, 2.0, it was creeping over the top of the lift, and it slowed down tremendous throughout the whole entire run, which you lost a lot of elements through it. So now with the high-speed chain lift, it'll actually be better. Because now they can actually lift it a lot faster. And you can stay at that same speed.
Yeah, no, that'd be good because they got to do something with it. I haven't ridden any incarnation of it. I
rid it in the first time. And the first time it's hauls ass. Once it goes over that lift, it hauls ass.
Yeah, well, let's...
Especially those S-curves that you're bouncing around. Like, it's...
That's why it's like, I can't wait for it to finally get fixed so I can...
Ride it, right.
Yeah, I want to ride it just to be able to ride it.
They're also saying that they're putting new trains on there as well.
Oh, they must be getting the new updated...
Yeah.
The Hershey incarnation.
Hershey,
yeah.
Either which way, it's going to end up being something that's going to be better for the park. Now they'll have another thrill ride back open up normal.
Yep.
Because the chain lifts are more reliable than anything else out there right
But you know what's weird? You notice that Dollywood has a terrible, terrible luck with their rides?
Yeah.
Because remember they had the Topple Tower thing?
Yep.
Remember? And then that didn't last, and they sued Huss.
Yep.
And then, what was the... Well, Lightning Rod had a problem. The major problem.
Lightning Rod has had problems since day one.
And I feel there was another ride that they opened that was having trouble right off the rip, but I cannot remember at all. So, hey, it'll be good. Now, another ride removal. Kennywood race is going to be closing this Saturday for the season for the next round of restorations for the ride. So, if you want to get a ride in, you got till this Saturday. After when Sunday comes, you got to wait till it reopens after they're doing a multi-year restoration project on the ride.
Which makes it better, because that'll be good for it.
That's a fun racing coaster.
Yes, it is.
Especially because when you leave on one side, you come back on the other.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, what?
What?
Yeah, so you have to ride it twice to get a continuous... Yeah. To be able to get it continue, you have to ride it twice.
Yeah.
That's crazy. When you really think about it, that's crazy.
That is.
But it's a cool ride. Plus, it's not... I do feel like Hershey Light-In Races is a better racer, but I do love the racer at Kennywood because when it's slow and the trains, but you can high-five everybody on that one. You can't do that on Light-In Races. I like the aspect that when people coming around, stick your hand out and high-five everybody as they're coming around by. I just think it's cool. And I also love, I know this has nothing to do with anything, but I love Jackrabbit just because of that the double dipsy doodle, I call it, near the end. You come right out of your seat. You don't even have a really good seatbelt on, and you're standing straight up, and it's awesome. The Thunderbolt's all right. It's not... I love that it goes down into the little canyon valley thing, and then, comes back up, and then you go into the lift hill and continue the rest. It's a decent coaster. Decent. All right, let's get to... I got to pull up the email. Oh, Reno sending me beats.
Uh-oh.
Well, I got two off them today.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them's got to do with the neighbors. It's funny as fuck. Where's my email? No. This is different. You don't know.
One?
No, I literally got it like a half hour before you came here. All right, let me pull up the golden ticket winners, and we'll go over that. Oh, good. My order has been shipped. I need those.
Thank God.
That's a work thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm going to read the golden ticket issue, and we're going to go over the winners. Ooh, let me see if I can find my...
Your ticket things.
Yeah, I don't know where I put it. Let me see. I must have put it here. In a mess of shit. Oh, right here. It wasn't too bad.
No. Surprisingly.
All right, so we can compare what I voted on and what the winners actually were.
Ooh.
I don't care about all these ads and...
Who cares about the ads?
Oh, wait, no, they're announcing things in this, and I'm not even reading it. All right, hang on.
You gotta find a list.
Let me look real quick through to see if there's like a... Ooh, going too far. Because I know they're gonna have the list for like the roller coasters.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's saying what they are. I just have to go back and... Oh, yeah, see, there's the top 25 coasters. Oh, here we go. Here we go. We're good. We're good now. All right, so here's the Golden Ticket Award winners, and then I'm going to tell you who won, and then I want to tell you who I picked, because I have my voting thing over here. So, best park for 23 was Dollywood. It says I picked Knoebels, but that's not even on here as a choice. So I don't know. I put, all right. So best water park.
Well, that's the top 5, so that's what it is. So Knoebels didn't come in the top 5.
Okay. That would make sense. All right. So best water park of 23 was Schlitterbahn in New Braunfels, Texas. I picked Volcano Bay. So
Volcano Bay came in 3rd.
Yep. So I guess not many people feel... I've never been to Schlitterbahn, so I don't know. And I haven't been to Splash and Safari at Holiday World, so... Could they be better? Of course. I don't know. Most beautiful park of 23 is Busch Gardens, and I picked Busch Gardens. Best family park of 23, I picked Santa's Village, but Dutch Wonderland won, and Santa's Village came in 2nd, so I was close.
Storyland came in 3rd as well.
Yep. So we...
2 New England parks back to back.
Yep. So that's good. Very good. Very good. Let's see. Best family park. Where's that at?
Right.
Oh, no. Oh, I did that already.
Yeah.
Breakout Family Entertainment. Funland, Fredericksburg. I picked that because I've actually been there. I haven't been to the other ones. So I picked the one that I've been to. Best guest experience of 23. Where's that? Is there a bit? Oh, so Dollywood won that. I picked Silver Dollar City. Silver Dollar City came in number 5 on that.
Knoebels came in 2nd.
Yep. Holiday World 3rd. Europa Park 4th. Silver Dollar City 5. Best kids area in the park. That would be Dollywood. I picked Dollywood. Best food. Where's the best food? I know you're here. Best food. Best food. Knoebels won. I picked Knoebels.
Dollywood came in 2nd. Silver Dollar City 3rd.
Wow.
3 parks with good food.
Yeah, I know. Those are definitely the 3 best parks with food in all of theme parks, for sure. See anybody saying anything? No. All right, so best dark ride of 23. Where's the best dark ride? Oh, Star Wars, Rise of the Resistance, Disney Hollywood Studio, and that's what I picked.
Haunted Mansion came in 2nd.
At Knoebels. And then Volcano, Quest for the Golden at Long Island Theme Park.
And then
Guardians of the Galaxy at Disney's California Adventure. and then Harry Potter and Escape from Gringotts at Universal Studios. Why do you... anybody that's watching this...
Why is that considered a dock ride?
Well, it is a dock ride. It's not a roller coaster.
To me, it's not really anything good.
It doesn't matter if it's good or not, because it's not good. But I need to know from Harry Potter fans that love that ride, why? What is so... I don't want to hear about the queue. I'm talking about the ride itself. Take the queue out of the equation, because that's the best part of the ride. Take the queue out. The ride itself. When you get in the car, and then you ride through until you get off the car, why do you guys love this stupid fucking ride? It is terrible. It's one of the... It's just... I put it in a category with Fast and Furious. Shit. Complete shit. Now, I don't know what this... It cut off something. So, I don't know what that... Could be best water ride. No, not new.
Best water rides right here.
So, there's got to be some other... Oh, it must be best water ride of 23.
Yeah.
I picked Jurassic Park River Adventure, but it was Valhalla and Blackpool Pleasure Beach, then Dudley Do Right, and Island Adventure, then Cheapa's Fantasyland, Timber Mountain Log Ride, and Knott's Berry Farm, and surprisingly,
Aquaman
and Power Wave at over Texas.
Holy crap.
So there must be a good ride if it's got voted in the top 5. Best water park ride of 23. What the hell? Oh, was Mammoth at Splash and Safari.
Water park ride.
No, not new.
Oh.
Best water park ride of 23.
All right.
Not new. This.
Yeah.
Somewhere over here. Anyway, so I picked Krakatoa Aqua Coaster of Volcano Bay. Where the hell is it? I just seen it. It was Mammoth at Splash and Safari, then Wildebeest. Krakatoa got number 3. Lost River of the Pharaohs at Highlands Hills Water World, and then Cheetah Chase at Splash and... Wow, Splash and Safari's got 3 water slides.
3 top.
Wow, 3 top 5s. A 1, 2, and a 5. Save some room for somebody else there, Splash and Safari. We got Best Halloween Event. Obviously is HHN in Orlando, followed by Knott's Berry Farm, then Universal Studios Hollywood, Six Flags Fiesta Texas, and then Europa. And I picked HHN. Best Christmas Event. Where are you, Christmas? Oh, number 1, Dollywood. I picked Silver Dollar City, but Silver Dollar City came in second. Then Magic Kingdom, then King's Dominion, and then there was a tie for 5th place for Busch Gardens Williamsburg and Europa Park. Everybody loves Europa Park. I can't talk shit about it because I've never been.
No.
But from what I've seen, it looks good. It just... Is it really that good? Anybody that's ever been to Europa Park, put in the comments what... If you've been. I don't want to hear that you've never been and you're trying to tell me otherwise. If you've been to Europa Park, why is it so beloved? I'm not trash talking it. I'm not even attempting to trash talk it. I just want to know for myself, because maybe someday I go. You know what I mean? I always, give my recommendations to you guys. So, but I'm just curious as to why, what is it about Europa that makes it the best? Because I see this, it's always in the top 5 all over the place. So I'm just, like I said, I'm just curious. I'm not trashing it. I'm just curious. Best family coaster of 23. Somebody put Big Bear Mountain. I had picked Rorosaurus.
And Slinky Dog second.
Freedom Flyer got 3rd at Fun Spot America.
Wooden Warrior got 4th.
Freedom Flyer. Oh, I know which one. That's like a baby minor racer. Wooden Warrior got 4th. Big Thunder Mountain at Disneyland Paris got up 5. Let's see. Best new ride / attraction in 23. And then it says best in new. Oh, okay. This is all the new stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. So the best new water park attraction of 23. Where is that? Best new Water ride. Oh, best new water park ride?
Yep.
Rocket Blast at Waldemare and Water Country, followed by Riptide Racer and Water Country. I had picked Riptide. I didn't ride any of them. I just kind of... I like Water Country USA.
Yeah.
I've been to Waldemare and Waterworld, and I've been to Water Country. I was just rooting for Water Country. Then Viking Lop in Rolantica, and then Turtle Coaster and Aqualand / Land of Legends, and Lightspeed Shuttle in Studio City Water Park. Best new coaster of 23, Wildcats Revenge Hershey Park. I picked that because that was the one that I wanted. Erie Force 1 at Fun Spot Atlanta was number 2. Big Bear Mountain, Dollywood, Tautius, whatever, and Parks Asterix. And then Zambezi Zinger Worlds of Fun was number 5.
Just think about it this way. 2 RMCs back to back.
Yep.
2 good RMCs.
No, 100%. 100%. All right, so best new family attraction of 23. The winner was where the hell is I Mario Kart Bowser's Challenge. I picked Haunted Hotel at Funtown Splash Town. That didn't even make the top 5. So, but hey, it is what it is. All right, so let's go to the Wood Coaster rankings.
We'll start at the bottom and go to the top.
All right, number 25, Comet at the Great Escape. Number 24, Prowler at Worlds of Fun. Number 23 at is Flying Turns
at Knoebels.
Yep. Number 22, Lightning Racer Hershey Park. 21, Legend at Holiday World. 20, Russian Banana, whatever the hell, at Tivoli Gardens. 19, Troy at Troverland. 18, Thunderbolt at Kennywood. 17, Shiver and Timbers at Michigan's Adventure. 16, Cyclone at Luna Park.
I don't know how that keeps...
That ride's a piece of shit. At number 15, Jackrabbit at Kennywood. Number 14, Wodan at Europa Park. 13, Wildfire at Colorado, whatever. It's somewhere in Sweden. 12, Gold Striker, California's Great America. 11, Boulder in Leesburg. 10, Outlaw Run. 9, Ghost Rider at Knott's Berry Farm. 8, Ravine Flyer 2 at Waldemare. Great coaster. 7, Mystic Timbers. I like that too at Kings Island. 6, The Beast at Kings Island. That needs to go lower. 5, Boulder Dash at Lake Compounds. 4, Thunderhead at Dollywood. 3, El Toro at Six Flags Great Adventure. That thing shouldn't even make the top 100. Number 2, Voyage at Holiday World. And number 1, Phoenix at Knoebels.
Knoebels has a couple of one now.
Yep.
Thing is, I look at it this way. A, Cyclone at Luna Park should be down around 24. They should bring Prowler up. Prowler was actually a good one. I remember riding Prowler before.
I've never been there.
Flying Turns should be up higher because it's one of the originals and a lot of people love it.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, when you look at this list, the higher you go, the crazier the ride gets. So, I'm not knocking Flying Turns because I love Flying Turns.
I love Flying Turns too.
I love it. It's just, it's not really.
I'm kind of surprised even Wildfire is at 13. Wildfire should be up there around 3, 4, 5. That's one of the better RMC woodens.
Yeah, but look at the top 5.
Yeah.
Those top 5, even the top 10. These are the parks that most of the voters kiss the park's ass by giving them the vote. Yeah. There's other rides that are probably better than a lot of these rides, but most of the people that vote don't even go everywhere.
I'm just glad even Lightning Racer even made 22. That actually is a good ride.
And then my top 10 wood coasters, 10 being White Lightning, 9 Outlaw Run. I'm going backwards like that.
I'm an idiot.
So White Lightning was number 10. Number 9 was Outlaw Run. Number 8, Mind Blower at Fun Spot Kissimmee. Number 8, Jackrabbit. 7, Voyage. 6, Ghost Rider. No, 5, Ghost Rider. 4, Apocalypse. 3, Lightning Racer. 2, Phoenix. And 1, Boulder Dash. That's what. So let's go to. Oh, we go back the other way.
Other way. Other way.
Other way. Other way. Other way. All right. So here's the top 25 steel coasters.
Yeah, you get on wooden.
Oh, I'm still on wooden. Oops. I would have started reading the shit off again. All right. Number 25. Erie Force 1 at Fun Spot America in Atlanta. Number 24. Candemonium at Hershey. Number 23. Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind at Epcot. 22. Time Traveler. 21. X2. 20. Nitro. Hey, that's going down to the bottom now. 19. Hagrid's Magical Creature Motorbike Adventure. That should be up higher.
Yeah.
18. Helix in Leesburg. 17. Mako in SeaWorld. That's a great one. There's a tie for 15th with Iron Rattler and Intimidator. 14. Lightning Rod. 13. Leviathan. 12. Phantom's Revenge. 11. Apollo's Chariot. A tie for 9th because it's a tie. Maverick and Intimidator 305. 8. Taron at Fantasialand. Wow! 7. Superman the Ride, Six Flags, New England.
Holy crap, that dropped.
Wow!
Wow!
So did this one. No, that's 6. Expedition G-Force.
Yep.
Those used to keep battling for like 1, 2, 3
Yep.
with Millennium Force. Number 5, Iron Gwazi, Busch Gardens, Tampa. Number 4, Steel Vengeance, Cedar Point. Number 3, Velocicoaster at Islands of Adventure. Number 2, Millennium Forceless. And number 1, Shitty Fury 325. That ride is not a top contender.
What makes me laugh is Wildcats Revenge won Best Ride Coaster of 23, right?
It's not even in the top 25.
It doesn't make sense. They don't make sense.
No, the people that vote, not everybody, but a lot of people are dumb. I'll listen to this in a little later.
Mm-hmm.
Get rid of all this stupid. Hey, for all you locals, November 5th in Springfield, Massachusetts, near Six Flags, New England, is wrestling. It's a Sunday super show. It's not on TV, and tickets went on sale today. I don't know how much the regular tickets are. I bought an expensive package, and I got front row seats. Front row seats. So, but I'm just saying you should check it out, and maybe you want to go. And if you're into WWE wrestling, I don't know if you are or not. Hey, what's up, Jay Kite? What's up, buddy? I just seen that you were after we were reading. I'm going to tell you my top 10 steel coasters. This is see how they vary compared to what people voted for. So number 10, Pipeline the Surf Coaster, SeaWorld Orlando. Number 9, Velocicoaster. Number 8, Hagrid's. Number 7, Full Throttle. Number 6, Mont 2. Number 5, Time Traveler. 4, X2. 3, Superman. 2, Iron Gwazi. And number 1, I put Wildcats Revenge. That was my top 10.
Jess is going to kill you for putting Velocicoaster that far down.
Look, I like Velocicoaster. I just don't love it. It doesn't... The best part of that ride is the launches and when you're flipping upside down over the water.
Yeah.
The rest of the ride's kind of I mean, but if somebody put that as number 1 over Fury 325, I think that would be better. Look, Fury 325 is not a top 25 coaster. It's just not. Leviathan should be higher on the list than when I vote. It's not like I'm like playing popularity contest or anything. I vote on the needs of my brain of what I enjoy, because I'm sure my top 10 is different than your top 10.
Yeah.
My top 10 is different than everybody else's top 10, and that's the beauty of it. Because I like to see
what else is different.
Yeah, I like to see what other people think. I'm not making an argument that my list is better than your list or their list. I just I want a great layout. I need it to do more than just go fast. I need airtime in my ride.
Need the elements that'll make you say, "Holy shit!"
Yeah, And look, Velocicoaster has more airtime than Fury. And that's an over-the-shoulder harness. And you get airtime on it.
Well, look at Wildcat. Wildcat, your reaction, just seeing your reaction coming
That ride blew my mind. It's been a while since I got off a ride and go, what the fuck did I just ride?
Your reaction just seeing that, and then you're like, I don't even know what the fuck to say.
Yeah, that was the first coaster in a very long time that left. I can't remember the last time a coaster left me speechless. Think about that.
I know.
Like, I love Wicked Cyclone, but if you look at my top 10, right? Number 1, Wildcat Revenge. Number 2, Iron Gwazi. I mean, Superman, I put at number 3. I didn't even put Wicked Cyclone in my top 10.
And that's a surprise.
I know. Well, look, Montu at Busch Gardens in Tampa, fantastic ride. It is. Time Traveler at Silver Dollar City, fantastic ride. Full Throttle, while short, fantastic ride. Then you got Hagrid's. Hagrid's is the most popular ride in all of their properties. There is no other ride that has a constant crazy wait in that park except for Hagrid's. That's it. I've seen it. It's so hard to get a ride on it because the wait times are like 2 hours, 3 hours, an hour and a half every day, all day long until you get near the end of the day when people are going home.
That's the best part.
Yeah, so we don't even try to ride it at night unless we go to like the Orlando Informer event.
Yeah, that's the only time you get it.
And even then, it's like a 45-minute wait all night long.
Probably people going in, going out, going in, going out.
Yeah, it's like, hey, get off the ride, go to another one, and let everybody else have a shot. Just go ride something else. You know?
Go eat your Krusty Burger.
I wouldn't recommend it. I had it. It wasn't good. I think it was the cheese sauce.
Mm-hmm.
I think if they just slapped some regular cheese on it, because the cheese sauce was not sitting with me right at all. All right, so let's talk Disney D23 announcements, because there's some crazy stuff that's going on. And we'll go over each park that, we got Animal Kingdom, Magic Kingdom, and Epcot. I did not see anything for Hollywood Studios. I'm just going to check one more place. And I think I checked this already. And, yeah, I don't see, I don't, oh yeah, look at Lake Compound says Gravity Group will retrack Wildcat with new pre-cut track system. So we got Disney World Magic Kingdom has stuff going on. Epcot. Where's the Animal Kingdom
Cruise
thing?
lines.
Yep.
Animal Kingdom's right there.
Yep. So there's no. Oh, and I just saw this. I did go to the HHN store in Orlando Airport. It was kind of cool. I didn't take any pictures though, but it was kind of cool. It wasn't worth taking pictures.
Yeah.
But there were some props laying around, but nothing like, wow, I need.
Yeah.
It's just all the stuff that I saw all weekend. Like, if anybody caught on I did it on Dr. Giggles, right?
You did it on both. You did Dr. Giggles, and I think you did something on either SFNEOnline or your own.
No, I did 2 on Dr. Giggles.
Yeah.
Because I was on it, and then you popped in as I was getting off. What was I doing? I can't remember why I was leaving.
I don't remember. And then you did the tribute store.
Yeah, I went back and did it again. Like,
yeah, and you're like, wow, John actually said it was the weakest.
Yeah. Well, because Jess was so disappointed.
Yeah, because it's not like you had the perfect tribute store though 2 years in a row with Beetlejuice.
Well, you had Beetlejuice one year, then you had last year they had the theme was the dark ride.
Mm-hmm.
So it looked like it had the track wiggling around, and it was cool. There was a lot of cool stuff in past tribute stores.
Yeah.
This was definitely
the weakest.
Yeah, but it was set up like a comic book shop. But we'll get into that.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll start with Animal Kingdom. So for D23, so the Bug's Life, you better get a ride on that soon. I don't know when it's going down, but
Bug's Bug's Life is being replaced.
Yep, with Zootopia. That Dinoland USA area.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it looks like Dinosaur is going to get the Indiana Jones reskin. The layout is exactly the same. So all they have to do is take all the other shit out and put the Indiana Jones shit in, and you got Indiana Jones. Now, I know some people are going to hate to hear the Dinosaur's going. Dinosaur is a great ride. Have you ever ridden that?
Yes, it was.
Yeah. So, now,
I enjoyed that.
Did you go to Disneyland?
Yeah.
Did you ride Indiana Jones?
Yeah.
My opinion, Indiana Jones is better.
Yes, it is.
So you agree? I
Dinosaur was more of a true family.
Yeah, I mean, I like Indiana Jones. It gave me the nostalgia, goosebumps, and
Yeah.
it was really a great
Yes.
ride. I was like, wow, I get to live, like, I felt like I was in a movie on a minecart and doing all this other shit. So I'm okay with that. Now, anybody that's watching, I don't know if you're going to be okay with the dinosaur leaving or not and getting Indiana Jones in his place. It's also going to get some Encanto stuff.
The Dinos area is going to add an Encanto to it, so.
I haven't watched the movie, so I don't know anything about it.
I haven't watched Encanto. I watched the other one. The other.
Coco?
Yeah.
I like Coco.
I do too.
I would like to see a
Not
ride.
gonna lie, Coco actually made me tear up at a point.
Really? I just like this. I love the story, and then you come to find out the greatest singer is his grandfather, and the guy's a dick.
Yep.
And then he can sing and whatever.
And then the grandma. That was a good movie.
Yeah, I would love. Has anybody else seen Coco? And if you did, would you think about it? And would you like to see a ride?
The funny thing is if you actually pay attention to Encanto, I've seen videos on TikTok. Encanto and Coco are in the same time frame.
Oh, are they?
Because they said that they use the same look in the backdrops and everything are the same.
Oh, okay. Well, they just didn't save money.
No. Nah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably. So I don't know anything more than that about Animal Kingdom. I'm sure there's more coming. But
I know that Disney's starting to push the Disney Christmas bad on their commercials now.
Well, because they're hoping people show up. Because people, I think Disney has finally hit their ceiling in terms of pricing, and now they got to kind of backpedal a little bit to get people to come back.
Yeah, and I'm hearing rumors that the new Snow White live action is canceled. That's what I'm hearing. All because of the wokeism.
I mean, I would have gave it a shot. I'm not saying I would have loved it or hated it, but I would have gave Snow White a shot. Like, you gotta, you don't want to make a carbon copy. Like, I understand, because if you watch other live actions, they are not exact beat by beat the cartoon. And I think that's okay. But I think the people, like the huge Disney fans, I could be wrong, but the
biggest thing is with this Snow White, the girl that's playing Snow White, she's already making it so negative. It's to the point where the negative press is basically already killing the movie. People are already saying screw.
Let's see if anything has popped up.
They're still saying this on, so. But the rumor is that they are going to push it back.
Where are you finding these rumors?
On TikTok.
Yeah, I don't believe TikTok. Most of the shit on TikTok is fake.
And that was the other thing I was reading too, somewhere over here.
Oh, is Snow White canceled? Yeah. It says live action film is still slated for a March 24 release.
What they're going to have to do is they're going to have to kind of cool it for a while. Hope everybody forgets about it and what she said.
Rumor or real, I don't know. All right, Magic Kingdom. So I got this from the press release.
Mm-hmm.
So it says, during D23, Disney Park Experience Products Chairman Josh DeMero shared exciting details on what's coming to Magic Kingdom Park, including new experiences at the Country Bear Jamboree and Haunted Mansion attractions, as well as something unique for Pirates of the Caribbean fans. Country Bear Jamboree will be getting new songs, and the Bears will be forming a new act. Disney Imagineer Chris Beatty told D23 audience that when the show debuts, the Bears will be reinterpreting favorite Disney songs in different genres of country music, like rockabilly, bluegrass, pop country, and other styles.
That's actually cool to see.
Imagineers are envisioning the new take as a homage to the Grand Ole Opry and Opry in Nashville. I've heard of that place. And they're working with Nashville musicians to get their authentic country sound. The popular attraction will continue to have the fun and friendly tone and same characters. In late November, the Legacy Hatbox Ghost will be materializing in the Haunted Mansion attraction in Magic Kingdom at Walt Disney World. The iconic grinning ghost will appear in the Haunted Mansion's attraction as you pass the endless hallway, welcome himself inside the swinging wake in the cemetery, and grinning at the passing doom buggies. It's on the D23 stage on the weekend for the announcement. Shared details about the arrival of Hatbox. Also, a new Pirates of the Caribbean themed lounge is coming to Adventureland in Magic Kingdom in Florida. The first of its kind experience will extend the story of Pirates of the Caribbean attraction. Imagineers are currently in the design process, and more details will be coming. So that's Magic Kingdom.
Now, Epcot.
All right, so they shared they're gonna get a new nighttime spectacular Figment character meet and greet and a reimagined test track and more.
You didn't see Figment fell.
Nah, I didn't see that.
I seen a video. He fell.
It says here are 5 things you need to know about what's coming to Epcot. A new nighttime spectacular called Luminous: The Symphony of Us will debut at Epcot December 5th of this year. Luminous: The Symphony of Us will feature fireworks, fountains, lasers, lighting effects, and music, and continue Disney's long tradition of amazing nighttime entertainment at the park. Fan favorite Figment will be greeting guests in Epcot. It's now because it started September 10th. And then it said beginning tomorrow, the iconic Purple Dragon will be at the Imaginations Pavilion at Epcot, sparking your creativity, helping your imagination soar. It says World Celebration will unite the front of the park, tying together the other 2 new Epcot neighborhoods, World Discovery and World Nature. The completion of the last of the park's 3 neighborhoods in this latest major milestone. Also, the popular test track attraction Epcot is being reimagined again. This is like, what, version 3, I think?
Yeah, and it's actually cool to see that they're going to reimagine it as well.
It says engineers, along with teams from corporate alliance partner Chevrolet, reaching back into the history for inspiration from the original World of Motion and bring that spirit of optimism to the next iteration of Test Track. More to come in the future. Then it says, A Journey of Water inspired Moana will open on October 16th of this year.
It's Moana.
Whatever, I'll call it what I want. Journey of Water is a new walkthrough experience located within World Nature, the Epcot neighborhood dedicated to understanding, preserving the beauty and balance of the natural world. Also on October 16th, Moana will or Mohana, whatever it is. What is it, Mohana?
Moana.
Yeah, that's the same, Moana. Will arrive in World Nature and make her first appearance in her own dedicated space near Journey of Water. So there's nothing, you know what, out of all that though, there's nothing like
really
wow, like that, nothing there screams, let me
come down to see Epcot.
Yeah, plus there's nothing there that makes it scream as well. Mind blown. Like, you got Epic Universe open in a year and a half, and you got nothing.
No.
Like, I'm not downing it because they're getting attractions and stuff. They're getting shows. You need the shows.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about it.
Country Bear Jamboree definitely needed an upgrade.
Yep.
They're actually making it a lot better, I think.
But again, there's nothing that's saying I need to go to Disney.
No.
And I don't know what that attraction is that's going to make me say I need to get back to Disney. Now, I want to ride Tron, but that's not enough for me to want to get back. Maybe like after Princess and the Frog opens, now I'll have Tron, and then I'll have Princess and the Frog to ride.
I'm wondering, if they ever do, I would love to see Test Track go from the innovation of cars.
Have you ever, I don't know, have you ever ridden Test Track before?
Yeah.
So it's kind of a weird ride.
It is.
Because, like, before you got in it, it would just, like, do testing, like, brakes and whatever. Like, remember the crash test dummy?
Yeah.
Then the new iteration, the current one, kind of reminds me of, like, Tron, in a sense. I don't know which version you rode.
I rode the original one.
Yeah, I've ridden the original, and then I rode the other one. But it's still similar to the original. They just kind of changed the look. I'm kind of hoping that they change it.
Yeah.
Like, obviously keep the thing. Like, everybody rides it because everybody wants to go fast at the end. When it goes that straightaway.
Yeah. What they should do is, like I said, the innovation of cars. So, basically, Chevrolet. How many muscle cars does Chevrolet have?
They had a lot from the beginning of time to now.
They can show, like, the innovation, and each step goes towards that at the beginning of the ride. You'd hop in, say, with a Camaro or a new ugly Corvette, and have them drag race at the end.
Oh, yeah, that would be cool.
That would be an innovation. That would be change. And you're going to see speeding.
Yeah, but I don't think that you'd have to make a double track. There's not enough track. Yeah. But I like where you're going with that.
That would be a good imagination that they would do.
Yeah, get it.
Reimagination.
And just get it and make it. I mean, don't get me wrong. The one ride I do want to see go, and I may catch hell for this, is the fucking car ride in Magic Kingdom. The race thing. That ride is pointless.
It is.
It's a dinosaur of a ride that people still ride it. It's still busy. But it's a big plot of land. You could put a
nice ride.
You could put a nice family ride in there that would turn heads. You know what I mean? Because now you got Tron over to the, when you're looking at it, to the right of it, behind it. Plus you got Space Mountain. I seen
that they're doing something with Expedition. They're supposed to be doing something with Expedition or something. Somebody had
Expedition.
Yeah, somebody said something about that.
What Expedition?
Expedition Everest.
Oh, it might be going for rehab. I don't know. It could be a rehab thing. My shoes stink. I can smell them. It's because they were soaked from the rain in Florida.
And those are new shoes, huh?
No, they're not new. They're 6 months or so old.
Yeah.
It's time for new sneakers anyway. I think I might try and get the Snoop Dogg one, the Skechers.
Yeah.
I might try and get some of them. All right, so that was that. So here we go. HHN time, baby. This is going to take quite a bit of time to get through. So what I'll break down first, I'll talk about the Unmasking Tour. I'll talk about the RIP Tour. And then I'll talk about HHN overall. And then I'll talk about my house rankings. But before we do that, there is one thing I did not talk about. I forgot. VillainCon, the new Minions ride at in Studio Side. Terrible ride. It's not even fun. And I bopped Jess in the head a few times with a gun in her head by accident. It's a big gun. It's like this big. And you can... the problem is there's no information, and then you're trying to figure things out, and then you hear things like... When you walk into the building in the queue line...
Yeah.
It's set up like an expo. They even have like an itinerary.
Villains Expo, yeah. Like
and that's,
in the new Minions movie.
Yeah, it's cool. That aspect is cool. But once you get the gun, if you're not paying attention, you don't know that you can link it to your phone. It's loud in there, and you can barely hear things. You know, people talking. You can't really hear a lot.
Yeah.
Nobody's really like
listening.
Nobody's listening. Number one. Number two, the employees aren't really helping much. I mean, they help you when you figure it out. I figured that out, how to connect to it. An employee helped me. Mm-hmm. You have to open the app, and then when you see Minions, you go next to it, the VillainCon thing, and there's the app for it, and you can... The problem is when you're shooting, you can't tell what the frig you're shooting at, because it's just a conveyor belt that you're going around. If you could figure out what it is, like it's not that I'm old and decrepit and stupid. This is a common complaint. And I know it's new, and they still got bugs to work out probably. And I racked up almost, 400,000 points, something like that?
Yeah.
Or 300,000. I forgot what I had. I had a lot of points. And I don't even know how I got them. I couldn't even tell you. I couldn't see a dot, anything from my gun on the what do you call it, on the screen. I mean, it's definitely, how do I put it? It's definitely not for someone like me. Little kids, oh God, it's a hit. The little kids love it, and there are some adults that love it. Out of if I had to score the ride out of 5, I'd probably give it a 1 out of 5 rating. It's definitely for kids. It's not really. I mean, you really gotta love Minions, and I love Minions, but I didn't love that ride. I like the other ride better than. Like I lumped that ride with as shitty as Fast and Furious. Let's be honest. I mean, but if you've never ridden it, don't not ride it because I said it. Maybe I'm just an idiot, and maybe you like it. You know, never not ride it. So make sure you ride it. You know, just ride it once. If you don't like it, I mean, if it's over a 15-minute wait, I wouldn't wait. When we got on, it was like 15 minutes. We got in there within 10 minutes. It wasn't too terrible of a wait. It was not a great ride. But definitely for kids. Definitely. If you got a kid, your kid will probably love this ride. Because they're not going to know the difference if they're hitting anything or not. They're just going to be shooting at the screen thinking they're hitting everything. So let them think that they won. Let them think, let them have the fun. Let the kids, take your kids on the ride. Let them have fun. You'll have fun watching the kids. Because I had more fun watching other kids than I did watching myself. Because I'm like sitting here shooting at things. Me and Jess are like, what the, we were just like, this is stupid. And so we laugh at little kids running around like Rambo, trying to shoot things. It was funny. It was. All right, so HHN Unmasking Tour. We had the 6-house tour. I did a complete photo dump on SFNEOnline's Facebook. You can see all the... So we did Universal Monsters. We did Chucky, The Ultimate Kill Count, Blood Moon. We did Dueling Dragons. We did Stranger Things. And what was the other one? What was the other house? I'm missing a house. Yeah, I gotta look at my photos real quick. That'll tell me how. That will tell me exactly what house. Oh, Yeti, the Campground Kills was the other one that we did. So, the main one to talk about would probably be Dueling Dragons. Because Dueling Dragons is actually based off the ride that was at Islands of Adventure. They have a lot of props from the queue line and the queue house that are in the house. There's dragons, there's the frozen knight, there's all kinds of different stuff. If you go onto the SFNEOnline's Facebook, you will see all the, what do you call it? The 6 houses that we went through. They didn't allow, the only house we were allowed to take pictures in any room was Dueling Dragons. And when you get to the end, you have to choose which way you want to go. You want to go to the fire side or you want to go to the ice side. There's a whole story to all these houses. Not just Dueling Dragons. Now, ask me if I remember them all. No, I do not. And I should have at least audio recorded what the hell he said so I could remember the stories. I do know Dueling Dragons has to do with Merlin, Merlin the Magician, right?
Yep.
His spell book. And he's fighting and he left it unattended. So, fire and ice, they're not dragons, but they're these people. And they're battling for this book. Little did they know that Merlin casted a spell, but it was a bad spell. It was so if you mess with it, shit happens to you. So they with that they because they messed with the book that they weren't supposed to, and it had a bad spell on it. That's how they turn into dragons, because and it shows the evolution of them turning into the dragons.
Yeah.
Now there's a photo in there which I'll show you, John. All right, you see this right here?
That is a cool looking.
So, when you're going through the house, they didn't do it because all the lights are on. When you're going through the house and you get to the point where there's the two dragons and you're going to walk through the center, the fire one will go off and there's red fire fog coming out. And then after that one does it, the blue one fires back at them. So you see the blue light come on and the fog coming out to look like they're kind of fighting.
Yeah.
You come across I wish I could have, you can find all the YouTube videos on these houses. They're up there.
Yeah.
They're very cool houses. Now, my favorite house was The Darkest Deal. I got to find a video. Did you watch the show video I sent?
Yeah.
That show was nuts.
That was insane.
But anyway, Darkest Deal is about selling your soul to the devil. And it's got to do with, musicians and the blues and stuff like that. And because of the icon of Dr. Oddfellow, he is represented in a lot of shit. Now, all the scare zones tie into Dr. Oddfellow. Oddfellow has a house. Now, if you don't know how Dr. Oddfellow became anything.
Yeah.
So back in the 20s or 30s, I forgot the year, I think it was the 30s it started. Dr. Oddfellow goes on I think it was the 20s it started. 20s. No. 30s. 40s. Yeah. So it starts in the 30s. He goes on an expedition. Kind of like an Indiana Jones, and he's looking for the skull. The skull gives you power. Gives you immortality.
Yeah.
Because that skull has to steal your soul. So when you go through the jungle, that's the beginning of his story.
That's the beginning of the story?
Yes, that's the beginning. If you start, it depends which way you go around, tells you how the story's going. So if you start at the jungle, to pay attention to the story, and Dr. Oddfellow is in every scare zone, because he can also shapeshift into something different. So you see the young Dr. Oddfellow, and he does this thing in front of some wall, and things lighten up green, and that's the skull. Then if you go around the park and you go to the next scare zone, that's Shipyard 32, that's in the 40s. They crashed in San Francisco, the expedition and all the stuff. So all these different creatures from past Halloween Horror Nights and scare zones and stuff come in there, and I don't know which person is Oddfellow in Shipyard 32. Then you go to Vamp 69. That's the 60s, obviously,
right.
1969. I do know which Oddfellow is in there. He looks like Jimi Hendrix. Then when you go down, right when you go by the entrance, there's a scaffolding.
Yeah.
When they do we didn't see the opening ceremonies, but when you see them, they excuse me. They he's up on top talking, Oddfellow. Yeah. But then if you're coming from Vamp, you take a left in the Hollywood area. That's the Zodiac. So all the different, astrology signs and creatures and stuff. Oddfellow roams in there. So it's him, but the older. Now, how did he become a thing? Why is he an icon?
Yeah.
He's the one that actually created Jack, the clown.
Really?
Yeah. So here's the story. And you can see it unfold in his house. He had a circus. And what he was doing was to keep that power, right? They would do a show of the circus and stuff during the day. And he goes, if you want a better show, come back at night. So he would take people and kill them and take their souls. Well, Jack the Clown was killing people and killing children. And Oddfellow, it was taken away from him because he needs the dead people to get the souls and stuff.
Right.
So he kills Jack.
Why?
Because he didn't want him killing anybody anymore. So what he did was he's trying to kill him and stuff him in a box. Before Jack dies, scratches him as 3 claw marks. That's how you tell all the Oddfellows throughout. Like, it's that attention to detail in the scare zones and in the houses. They're all Oddfellows.
It's that one thing that continues.
Yeah, you'll see the 3 claw marks, and they have a projection on the wall
Yeah.
of Oddfellow stuffing Jack. You can see the silhouettes killing him. But what happened was when he scratched Oddfellow, his blood got inside Jack and gave Jack immortality, and that's why he always comes back.
Ah.
So Oddfellow created Jack.
That's actually a good story.
Yeah. Like, think about that. And every house has a story, but the stories are not online. You have to go to a tour.
To figure it out.
They tell you the story of every house and the scare zones, and if you don't do that, you don't know unless somebody tells you. Now, I know, like, my next favorite house, I sent Chris last night. I got to pull it up. My ranking. This is my ranking, then I'll get into, where's Chris? And I did meet up with Chris. We went through the Darkest Deal together after the tour. We went back through it again. Where is it? Where is my ranking? Boy, I talked a lot to him yesterday. Oh, here we go. So this is oh wait, no, that's Chris's. Here's mine. This is you guys are gonna freak out. I'm gonna tell you the name. So at number 10, I have Last of Us. This is the worst house. Number 9, Stranger Things 4. Number 8, Chucky. It's not as bad as they say, but the Hollywood version is way fucking better. and Chris was telling me, he goes, somebody needs to be fired then because usually Horror Nights in Hollywood is terrible. I said, dude, go watch the HHN Hollywood houses.
Yeah,
the
Halloween
IPs.
Horror houses are better.
Yeah, but it's the only year that's happened. Prior to that, that's not the way it was. Number 7, Universal Monsters. Number 6, Exorcist. So from 6 to 10 are all IPs, and they're all at the bottom.
Damn.
So number 5, Dr. Oddfellow. Number 4, Yeti. Number 3, Dueling Dragons. Number 2, Blood Moon. And number 1, Darkest Deal. That's my ranking, and that's what I'm sticking with right now. Now, some of the houses I went through twice because I have the highest tiered 2-park pass, Premier or something.
Yeah.
So it comes with 1 free HHN ticket. And you have to use it on special dates, but when we were there, the dates were allowed to use. So Friday during the day, me and Jess did unmasking. So they bring you in, you can take pictures, not in every room, most rooms except for that. The guy we had was David. He told a lot of cheesy jokes and they were funny. And the guy was awesome, very knowledgeable. He loved horror movies. I was telling him about Dr. Giggle's music. He's going to check that out. He was making movie recommendations. He's like, don't watch this version of this movie. Watch this version. And then, but yeah, like if I forgot how much I paid for the unmasking tour, but it's worth it. They have a 3 and a 6 house. But the 3 house has 3 different houses that the 6 don't. And I think the other one I know has Oddfellow and Last of Us, and I don't remember what the other one is. Now, The Exorcist is based off the new movie that's not even out yet, so I couldn't really follow along what was going on. Now, people were saying that's the scariest house because when we got out of the RIP tour, the guide was like, "Oh, that's the scariest house," and I said, "What?" I said, "This isn't scary at all," and she looked at me like I was a crackhead. Because most of the other, me and Jess were really the only ones that were like, we're not scared.
I know Jess said that she was jumpy at some points.
Yeah, but she wasn't like terrified. You know what I mean? I mean, don't get me wrong. She jumped a lot. She got a lot of jump scares this year, way more than last year. But I feel, for me, I truly feel, next year we're actually going to go do Hollywood HHN.
You're probably better off.
Just that we need a change. Now, I'm not saying, I mean, everybody knows my feeling about HHN. It is not scary. It is not the best haunted attraction on the planet. It is not what a lot of people think it is. It's not scary. It's just a vibe. It's the atmosphere that you're going for. If you're going to get scared, if you think you're going to get scared at HHN, most likely you're not. because I could probably bring a newborn infant in there and probably not scare them. You know, I feel like the people that are screaming are the, you know, when you go on a roller coaster, and people just scream and scream just to get attention. Well, the same thing in the houses. You can tell who's doing it. You can hear who's doing it. You can see who's doing it. It's like, makes sense. They're just trying to look cool. They think it's cool to fake being scared and scream. And look, if you're scared, let it out. Like, legit. If you're not, like, Jess bumped into shit, you know, getting scared. Like, Jess got scared legit in a few places. Whereas I'm walking around like I was enjoying the atmosphere in the houses. There's a little thing I didn't know. I learned this during the unmasking tour. Every year they hide an animal. It's the same animal, but in every house. So this year is frogs. They would put frogs. There's usually one animal per house. But you ain't ever gonna fucking see them. Those houses need to be brightened up a little bit. Like they're almost
dark.
They're almost like blackout. Like, I don't know why, if you're gonna black it out that much, why did you put that much detail?
Exactly.
Because let me tell you, if you look at the unmasking tour photos, because there was no video allowed, there is a lot of detail. And there's a lot of detail when the main lights turn off and the show lights come on. I say you're missing 80% of the detail.
Yeah.
It's that dark in 90%
sucks.
of the houses. Like you and it's so weird. Like Oddfellows surprisingly wasn't as dark as most of the houses. You know, it was like circus themed, you know. And they even have Jack's polka dot outfit hanging in his dressing room in the haunt.
Really?
Yeah. Matter of fact, the lady guide that we had, she goes, you can see it and you can touch it. I don't think you're supposed to.
Yeah.
But everybody was touching it anyway. There is a guest activated trigger to make something happen in one of the houses.
There is?
Yes, there is. It's a red button. A big button. About like the Spirit Halloween big.
Yeah.
It lights up red. And it's in the Chucky house. And when you hit the button, is the Christmas scene. And fog smoke comes out of the fireplace when you hit the button.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we hit it, I hit it. Just hit it the first time, and then the next time we went through, I hit it again. Because, like I said, the Friday night, when the tour was done, it ended at 4 o'clock. So, what do you call it? So we went back into the park, and then we went to go stay and scream. We went to Louis and got some, I got spaghetti and meatballs.
You bastard.
Before, and I forgot what the hell she got. Oh, she got pizza. Because it was in the stay and scream. And I stayed in that stay and scream because there's a smoking section. But for anybody that's a smoker, when stay and screams are in session, there is one other smoking section that pops up.
What?
By the lagoon, near Transformers, there's some steps down. Because I asked a team member this. I said, look, where can I go to smoke? Because I tried getting in, but the stay and scream wasn't open. He said, go over here. Go over there. We allow everybody during this time to smoke over there. Nobody will bother you. So everybody went over there smoking, and nobody bothered anybody. And matter of fact, you could smoke there all night. And our guide was super cool.
Yeah, because I think, comments or something. They actually talked under your comments.
Who did?
One of the guides or something.
I'll have to check. What, on my live?
I don't know if it was your live, but it was in the comments of one of them.
Oh, I'll have to check it out. Oh, somebody said, you got David.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that was the photo dump.
Oh, all right.
I'll have to look again. I don't know who that was, but I asked the guide that we had. So they had to stop over in San Francisco over by the shark.
Yep.
That you could take a picture with. That was like our main stop during our RIP tour. You get drinks, go to the bathroom. It's private just for the people. Anybody who was in a tour goes to that place. I said, hey, where's the closest smoke? I wanted to hear it from her. Where's the closest smoking section? She goes, all the way down in the New York area. She goes, but if you go outside this building and you go down that way and I can't see you smoke, I can't yell at you. So she goes, just stay out of my view. And the party continues. She was super cool. She was
that's a good one.
Yeah, she was super cool. I really she was very knowledgeable, and the thing that I liked, she was energetic. Same thing with that guy David. The chick, she was not very knowledgeable, just like David. Like they, we would ask questions about things. She said they got the script and they had to learn it in 24 hours.
Jesus
to be a tour guide. When you get that script, you got 24 hours.
Damn.
And it's just
a lot of homework.
Oh yeah, well you just have to go over. It's just the facts about it. You got to learn all the stories, the houses, and any facts that they give you and stuff like that. So
yeah.
And then she also said that there's a Christmas tour. She doesn't know when that info's coming out yet. But if I'm there, if Christmas is going on when I'm there for IAPA week, I wanted to do the tour.
Then you'd be with her.
Not necessarily her, but anybody. But she goes, if you do it, you can recommend, you can ask to have me.
Yeah.
And but the tour included a meet and greet with the Grinch and Max from the Grinchmas show.
Oh.
And you get food, remember I did the breakfast thing?
Yeah.
You get that, then they take you around all the Christmas stuff, and they talk about all the different Christmas stuff.
That'll be my heaven.
Oh, yeah, you'd be in heaven with that. So it's something that I'm going to check into. It may or may not happen.
Yeah.
I don't know. But if it does, I'll do it. If not, whatever.
I'll be watching you live. Or anything.
Oh, I know. I'd be like, oh, I'll
be over there drooling.
Here's my meet and greet with the Grinch and Max. And you'd be like, you son of a bitch. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff included in the tour. So I'm going to check it out, see if it's... Because they haven't announced Christmas yet, which I get it. HHN's there now, and they're trying to get people to go to HHN. So... We'll see. We'll see. But anyway, so the RIP tour was like $300 a person.
Really?
Yeah. But I'm going to tell you guys something, especially this year. It's way busier than the last few years. I mean, obviously COVID, there was nothing in 20. 21 got busy, was kind of busy because everybody was stuck home. 22 wasn't as busy, and I think that's because nobody really cared about the theme last year. But everybody was all gung-ho about this year. So it's like crazy. Like the house wait times are nuts. A lot of people are having a hard time doing the 10 houses with an express pass, where before that was easy to accomplish. So here's my belief. If you're not doing express and you're not doing an RIP tour and you don't live down there, don't go.
It's not worth it.
No. So what Jess and I did on the Friday, because we didn't have a tour at night. So we wanted people watch, go shopping, try food, and we did. We tried things. But we went in the Stay and Scream, and we did Dueling Dragons. We did Exorcist. We did Yeti. We did Chucky. I think those are the ones that we did, and we did that from. They opened the line at 5:30. 5:15 you can start going in the house for Dueling Dragons. And that's before the main gate even opens.
Damn.
Main gate opens at 6:30. So if you paid for Stay and Scream, or if you have a ticket that allows you in Stay and Scream,
that was worth it.
So from 5:15, by 7 o'clock, I got all those houses done with no express.
No problem.
Everything was like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Chucky was 10 minutes. And then... Oh, wait, what did we do? Oh, we went down to Oddfellow because it said 10-minute wait, which was bullshit. It was more like an hour or so that we waited in the line. The wait time was way the fuck off. Way off. I was like, damn. And the houses average about 5 minutes to go through, which sucks. You wait all that time. Think about it. You wait an hour for a 5-minute haunt. Then you go wait in another hour line for another 5 minutes. And then go wait in another line. Hey, what's up, Kicking Kevin Motto? Hey, guys, was outside. Started working on my Halloween. Hey, we need to see pictures of that. Send them on.
There's a house over by Rocky Point that made a whole nice get-up
No,
of a carnival funhouse.
Oh, that's cool.
If you're going down right down Rocky Point, going down that road,
Yeah.
you would see it. It's nice. They even made a Ferris wheel out of old, the hand baskets from the markets.
Yeah.
Those.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So yeah, so if you are going to HHN and you want to see things, if you got questions, by all means ask away. I got answers for days. Make sure you pay attention in the scare zones. If you see a guy with 3 claw marks on his face, that's Dr. Oddfellow in the scare zones. Mel's die-in sign was lit up. Overall, HHN 32 wasn't bad. And I'm talking about Orlando because I haven't done Hollywood or anything. So, it wasn't bad. I feel the scare zones were kind of weakish. Like in Hollywood, the Zodiac scare zone, it's all right. I felt the Graveyard was better last year than the Zodiac. Where the jungle is that over by La Bamba Cafe, like right after it. I don't really care for that area. It's tight, it's small, and it's never scary. No matter what thing that they put in, it's never scary. It doesn't even remotely, I feel like there should be like a cave or something to go through. It's just weird. I didn't really like it. Shipyard 32, I kind of feel the same, but that area is hit and miss because when they had Rob Zombie, it was great. The Rob Zombie scare zone. That was great. Then you had my favorite was Vamp 69. It was the movie music from the 60s. It was hippie vampires.
It had the best soundtrack.
And the best thing is they got the Sweet Caroline, the actors, and all the people. When they go, bah, 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 everybody. You got zombie you got hippie vampires. Bah, bah, bah. And everybody. And they had the music, the soundtrack they played all night was amazing. Like, everybody was hanging out and partying over there.
Yeah. It seemed it from when you were doing your lives.
Yeah, that was like the busiest scare zone. Like, they had so many hippie vampires, it was nuts.
The only other scare zone that was busy was the one near Hagrid's.
No,
and
not
the Harry Potter one.
Oh, yeah.
Not Hagrid's. What was that? Yeah.
The Hagrid's is in the Islands.
Yeah.
We did go, oh yeah, for you Harry Potter fans, I did put it on the Facebook for SFNEOnline. If you go into Diagon Alley in Universal Studios during HHN, the Death Eaters come out onto that stage that they got. And it's pretty cool. Like, again, I hate Harry Potter. Not a Harry Potter fan at all. I don't know what the Death Eaters are. I'm sure they eat you to death or something. That's just what I get out of it. I don't know. Now, the Friday night we walked in and we caught them. They were not on the stage, but somewhere else. And there's like 5 or 6 of them. And they're battling with their wands, but they were battling against a regular park guest. And the chicks doing this and that, and then they're all there's nothing coming out of the wand. But it was still cool because music starts and then all of a sudden one Death Eater comes out with a flash like blue, purple, and then all of a sudden you start seeing and all these Death Eaters start coming out like they went through a portal. It's a quick little thing, and it happens every so often. Now, we did not see the Megan Horde. That is a very hard thing to find. It happens in 2 different spots. So it's probably where I think it is. It's probably the other one. And I don't know where the other one is. I just know by the lagoon, near Mel's Dine-In.
That sucks because that would have been cool to see.
Yeah, I didn't get to see it. And the funny thing is, Chris knew I was on that tour. And he goes, I don't know if you ever saw the Merlin books.
Yeah.
So all those books in the haunt, they light up. Like the wording and stuff lights up. They're interactive things. So Chris goes, because I told him, I said, I'm going to Dueling Dragons next. And he goes, hey, can you get me pictures of Merlin's book? I said, I don't know if I can because they're very finicky about what you take pictures of. like certain rooms.
Yeah.
Like in Blood Moon, there was one room, one area that like take pictures of the village where you. That picture I showed you with the pole and the kids and they're holding on to intestines in a circle.
That was cool. Okay.
They said don't take a picture of that.
Yeah, you did.
Everybody was like, there was
How
no
could
way.
you not?
It's dead. Well, no. When you're trying to take pictures of the village, it's dead center. No matter where you take a picture, it's in the picture.
Oh, well.
And then that church. You see that church?
Mm-hmm.
That was way better than Nell's church.
Yeah.
Way better. That church was crazy. Small, compact, and they still did the same trick that they did in Palma. They had people sitting on the pews and stuff. I mean, on the chairs, the benches. I mean, they didn't have a confessional. They didn't have... They had a podium, and they had that chalkboard with shit on it. It was crazy when you went through it. Blood Moon was definitely good. But Darkest Deal is definitely the best house. Now, Jake Height says, any shows that are good this year? What's your favorite haunt so far? So, they have one show called Nightmare Fuel. I think it's called like Nightmare Revenge or something.
Nightmare Fuel Revenge or something like that.
Yeah, something like that. So, if you're not going to HHN, you can find it online. I sent it to... He saw how excited I was about the show. I had walked out and instantly found it. In 2 seconds, sent you and Charles the link.
Yeah. I watched that. I'm like, holy shit.
So usually they have the guys doing the fire.
Yeah.
It was all women this time. Doing... Well, it was one guy, but there was... The women were taking over. Because the person that goes into the nightmare was always a guy. This year it's a girl. And now she's out for revenge.
Yeah, it's a good way to switch it up.
Yeah. And I mean, the storyline was great. The music was great. When the chicks, when they were whipping the thing and all the sparks were flying. Even the acrobat shit, when that chick dropped down.
She dropped.
She dropped right down to the dude. She was way up. I was like, damn. Like a lot of fire, a lot of great illusions, a lot of, it's like BDSM outfits and leather.
Well, you put hot chicks with fire and BDSM outfits on stage.
With illusions, you can't
go wrong.
Fire, hot chicks, and illusions. Like, what, and a great soundtrack. I don't know. There's nothing more you can ask for.
No.
But it was a really good show, and if you get to HHN, make that a must-do, because I would must-do it again. You know, I see at Hollywood, they use it in the Waterworld stage, and they got a Purge show, and I watched it. Not that good. No. Their show over there sucks. So out of 10, do I rate the show? I would rate that a 10 out of a 10, that show. The house, overall HHN, out of 10, give it an 8. I wouldn't give it a 10. I would give it an 8. 8 out of 10, I would give HHN. There was something, you know, like the wait times were off. It's all good, buddy.
What are you cooking?
Yeah, what are you cooking? I made my meatballs. My chicken buffalo meatballs. I made those for dinner. But yeah, so like I said, overall I would give HHN an 8 out of 10. The wait times were messed up and not even close. Chicken fajita tacos.
Yum.
Those are good. The scare zones, the best one was Vamp 69. Oh, tater tots. You had me at tater tots. As a fat man,
flying out to Jay's.
Yep, forget it. The Grove show's over. We're going to Jay's house. I mean, it might be cold and soggy by the time we get there.
Yeah.
But yeah. Now I will say about the Chucky house, it's not as terrible as people made it out to be, but it's not great.
The story, what you were explaining, how the
it's
story
cool
is
story.
a good story.
Because look, the way nobody knows for sure, but we all heard the rumor about Netflix being the bully and going, "You want Stranger Things? This is in the forefront, and it's the only TV show." Last of Us is not based on the TV show. It even has the PlayStation logo on the building in there that they paint on that it was Last of Us, so it's based off the game. Chucky is based off of the movies 2 and 3 and seasons 1 of 2 of the show. It could not have the main focus of the show.
Which sucks, because that would have been, if they did anything from the seasons.
No, they did do stuff from the season.
No, I'm saying if they would have did a full blown.
Oh yeah.
You would have been like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Best
so
house ever.
I don't know, but as the current incarnation of it, the story is you're in a Chucky's haunted attraction, and as the first half of the house, because it was the same building that they did the Blumhouse double feature with Freaky and Black Phone last year.
Yep.
So the first half is you're in this attraction, and the Chucky dolls are killing, but there's not enough kills. So Chucky is upset about it. So you go outside, and there's a guy on a catwalk up above you, trying to warn you not.
Jay goes two to go plates.
Yep. So that he's trying to warn you not to go in there. Like Chucky's really killing people. So when you go in there, he's adding to the kill count. Now, right before you get out, there's a kill counter, and it had like almost 200,000. I think that's the counter for everybody that goes through.
Yeah.
Because when somebody goes through the door, a number gets added. So you get added to the kill count going through the door.
That's cool.
It's very meta. It's very Chucky and self-aware.
Chucky-esque.
Yeah, it's very Chucky. Just the execution and how it was set up was not done right. Mm-hmm. Now, I looked at the video of Hollywood's, and theirs is way better. They got 8-foot-tall Chuckies, and the scenes were a lot different. The same thing with Last of Us, completely different house. Same thing with Stranger Things, completely different house. Now, I don't remember seeing, and I think I can't remember, but I know for sure in Orlando, when you go to Stranger Things, there is the scene of Eddie playing the guitar with Dustin on top of the trailer with all them bat things flying around behind him, and they did have Master of Puppets playing.
Sweet.
So it was very smallish room. They didn't want people hanging out watching a concert. So there's enough room for you to walk by it, not enough to congregate, because they knew people were going to congregate. They said that in the tour. They're like, yeah, we don't want people hanging around. So I would say if you're going or plan on going, go. I think, in my mind, you can't go by what I say in terms of scare factor. My wife got scared. I watched some people get scared, and my wife is not the type to get scared to get attention. Like, if she gets scared, she's scared. You've seen it.
Yeah.
When she's scared, she's scared. Because, like, even in The Last of Us, did you watch the show or play the game?
No.
So you don't know anything. So they got it's kind of like zombies, but it was created from this fungus. So they have like different versions of zombies. Like, you ever play Left 4 Dead?
Yeah.
You know how like they had the big fat zombie? They have their own version. So it's
basically, yeah.
It's zombie-esque, but created from a fungus, not a virus. You know what I mean? It also, they had like, you would go like near the end, they have all these different, twists and turns.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden you see the bloater, you see the clicker, you see the whatever zombie, whatever. They're crazy looking and they're just jumping out at you like left and right, like damn, bam. It's like quick succession, just you're like, whoa.
What?
Justin's like, ah. And I'm just going.
I was laughing at her.
Oh, I was laughing, but because you're literally turning like going around corners like this. and I'm like, hey, later, Jay, and you're just like going crazy with all the different things. But when I watched the video of the Hollywood Last of Us, it's completely different and way better. Same thing with Stranger Things, same thing with Chucky. Even Exorcist was different.
Yeah.
Now, don't get me wrong. When they said, "Oh, Exorcist is the scariest house here," it's a good house. I don't know what's going on because the movie doesn't release till October 5th. So I have no idea what's going on. I mean, I caught things based on the trailer. Like, you can see some of the stuff in the trailer. So I don't know. But it made me intrigued about the movie.
We should do that. We should go and watch it.
Yeah, I want to see it.
Together.
I mean, it directly ties into the original Exorcist.
Yeah.
Because of the mom.
Which I'm wondering if now this is going to end up being like another 3 trilogy movie set.
It could. It very well could. Like I said, there's a lot of... don't get me wrong. Even though Last of Us and the IPs weren't as good as the originals, the IPs weren't like total shit, but they were put on the bottom because they just did not hold up to the originals. The originals were highly themed. You were immersed. They were crazy. Like, Like last year, remember Dead Man's Pier? What I was talking.
Yeah.
I was like, beautiful house. That's Blood Moon. Blood Moon is this year's Dead Man's Pier. Yeah. It's not scary. It's disgusting. It's beautiful house. And if you go on the SFNEOnline Facebook, you can see the pictures of the Blood Moon. You can see all the 6 houses that I did. You can see the photos of behind it with the lights on. There was no video allowed. Matter of fact, I accidentally hit video on one for like a few seconds. And it was Stranger Things. Because in Stranger Things, they have Eddie's trailer. I think it's Eddie's. I want to rewatch Stranger Things. I took a 2-second video. Let's see. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, see, look, that's like the trailer from the movie. Come on, play. You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
the attention to detail is crazy. They have tons of Vecnas in the from season, because it's Stranger Things season 4. So a lot of upside down world stuff. There was a cool effect, but the Hollywood one was better. There was 11, the guy before he became Vecna, the number 1, the guy that was 1. She's in her room thing doing, Jedi shit. And then there's an effect going on, like melting his chest or something. But when you see it in Hollywood, there's no hallway separating it. You're watching the whole thing happen in one room, and the effect of the guy melting thing was way better. So I don't know what was going on, but I feel like the original house is this year where it's at. The Darkest Deal is definitely the best house. And a lot of people, even Chris said it, that was, see, they make pre-rankings, like what their anticipation ranking is. And most people put Darkest Deal at the bottom before HHN opened. But now, when people are going through, it's the sleeper hit, and it's going to the top. A lot of people, if you look up rankings, a lot of people are putting the IPs at the bottom.
It's a surprise, but not at the same time.
No, I would love to see Universal 1 year
do all originals.
Yeah, no IPs. Let them just have full creativity, no IPs of any kind, and just see what happens.
So was it nice not having a weekend house?
Oh, it was great, because the Weeknd was... I mean, a lot of people love the Weeknd. I don't like his music, so for me, the house does nothing for me.
With diaper guys.
Yeah, I know. It was weird. It was like the Super Bowl commercial all over again. Legit, they had the mirrors and everything. With the lights around it, they had that. And but I told Jess and the kids, I said, not next year, the year after. I said, we're all going down to HHN, to Florida. That's what we're gonna do. But yeah, I mean, that's all I got for tonight. If we'll be back next week. I know we didn't have a show last week because I was at HHN, but this coming week we'll be here, ready in full effect. And if you tune in next week, and same bat time, same bat channel. If you do have any questions, message me or message us at SFNEOnline. Don't forget to share, subscribe, like it. I got some HHN videos I gotta work on, and we'll be having something. It's not going to be a very long video, and but yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fine, and I'll just make a video. Could be a few minutes long. I don't know. I didn't really take a lot of pictures and video.
No,
I was just like living in the moment, and I enjoy, like, when I wanted, like, I made sure I took video of scare zones and other different things, like the Chucky thing at the hotel that I didn't talk about. There was a Chucky at Cabana Bay photo op thing that was cool. I put those photos on SFNEOnline. That was cool. There was a lot of cool shit. But we're going to get out of here. I will see you guys next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. Until next time, everybody, keep on coasting, y'all. Peace.